Good morning, friends. Once again, a warm welcome to BPJ Society's online lecture series in Chemistry, Section 2. Today, we are going to study Chapter 12, and the title of the chapter is Aldehydes, Ketones, and Carboxylic Acids. Aldehydes, ketones, and carboxylic acids. Now, why these three topics are under the same chapter, chapter 12? The reason is if you see on the left hand side of each, maybe RC double bond O, RC double bond O, and RC double bond O. They are having this common factor in common in all these things, aldehydes, ketones, and what is the difference between in aldehydes? On the right hand side, there is a hydrogen, and that's why we call it as an aldehyde linkage. In case of ketone, where R and R dash may be same or different, it is here it is R, maybe an alkyl group or maybe an aryl group. And in case of carboxylic acid, here it is RC double bond OH, hydroxyl group. So here on the right hand side, the things are the substituents or the attachments are different. Now we will study all these things, aldehydes, ketones, and carboxylic acids in this chapter by referring to the slides as follows. Here is the thing which we can see on the board, on the screen, that is a carbonyl compound. Now, if you see the carbonyl compound in this particular topic here, what is a carbonyl compound? A carbonyl compound is nothing but an organic compound containing a carbonyl group, are called as carbonyl compound. Now, what is this carbonyl compound? This is a carbon. On this carbon, there is a linkage of a divalent oxygen, which is here. And these are the two substituents. Now, these two substituents here, they are satisfying the valence of this carbon to be 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And this carbon with oxygen is known as a carbonyl carbon, is known as a carbonyl carbon. Now, what is the charge? Here it is delta positive, positive inductive effect. Here it is delta negative, negative inductive effect. Now, who are these? Which are the compounds which have this carbonyl carbon present? Aldehydes, ketones, carboxylic acid, esters, amides, acid anhydrides. All these compounds are having this carbonyl carbon in. Now, what is all this compound? If you see, the left hand side is more or less same, but the right hand side goes on changing. Now, in this case of aldehydes, the carbonyl group is attached to one hydrogen atom. The carbonyl group is attached to one hydrogen atom. As we have seen earlier, as I've shown on the blackboard, RC double bond OH. So here in case of aldehydes, here there is a hydrogen. So the carbonyl group, this is a carbonyl group, is attached to one hydrogen and one alkyl or aryl group. Here it could be R or any aryl group also. So it's called as aldehydes. And that's why in general, aldehydes are represented as CHO. The C is C, which is here. H is here one of the hydrogen, and O is carbonyl group, that is carbonyl carbon attached to oxygen is known as carbonyl group. So it's known as carbonyl compound. So what is this group called as? This CH group is called as formyl group, also called as aldehydic group. Formyl group or aldehydic group. Now what is in ketones? The carbonyl group is attached to two same or different alkyl groups, is called as ketone. If you see here in this, there is C double bond O is called as oxo or carbonyl group. And in case of ketones, here if you see, here will be R, C double bond O, R dash, where R and R dash can be same or different. If you come here, the next, so this will be a ketonic group. That is, here if you see R, C double bond O, R or R dash, where R and R dash can be same or different. Depending upon the alkyl group or aryl group, they are called as ketones. So they are known as ketonic group. Now we are going to study the next is classification of aldehydes, ketones, and carboxylic acid as follows. Now all this, as I told you earlier, that all these aldehydes, ketones, and carboxylic acid, they are having one thing in common on the left hand side, that is R, C, or R dash, or alkyl group and common. But the right hand side differs, goes on is not the same in case of aldehydes, ketones, it goes on changing. So first we'll study what is classification of an aldehyde. Now aldehydes are classified as aliphatic aldehydes and aromatic aldehydes. They are classified as aromatic aldehydes and aromatic aldehydes. Now what do you mean by aliphatic? If you see aliphatic means it is a open chain. Methyl is an aliphatic. Ethyl is an aliphatic alkyl group. So it is an open chain. Aliphatic means open. The CHA group is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon atom, that is saturated carbon, is called as aliphatic aldehyde. Now if you see here acetaldehyde, how it is acetaldehyde in this case? Here R will be CH3 C double bond OH. So it is known as acetaldehyde. If you see here it is CH3 C double bond OH. So this is an acetaldehyde. If you see here, this is an aldehyde in general. This is an aldehyde in general, where R can be an alkyl group or aryl group. Here in this case, H has to be there. This H in aldehyde has to be there. So in aldehyde, C double bond on H is fixed. But here, and what is the difference more? Here then in R, the aldehyde R can be an alkyl group. It can be an alkyl group, it can be a hydrogen, or also in some cases it can be also an aryl group. So here in place of R it is H, it is formaldehyde. Formaldehyde. Here in case of R it is CH3, it is acetaldehyde. Here it is CH3 and CH2. So it is in zigzag form. So it is bond line formula. Here this is C double bond O, H, CH2, CH3. So CH3, CH2 becomes ethyl. And this is the third carbon, that's why it becomes a propane, and that's why it is known as propanaldehyde. Here it is acetaldehyde. We cannot say ethanaldehyde. It is acetaldehyde. Right? When we are going to study IUPAC nomenclature, definitely we will say here, this is ethanol, NaL. This is propanol. This is methanol, because one carbon. So one carbon is methanol, two carbon is ethanol, three carbon is propanol. So that is IUPAC nomenclature. But in common name, it is formaldehyde, acetaldehyde, or propanaldehyde. Did you get this? So very simple. Aliphatic aldehydes are open. Here they have a general formula as RCHO, where R can be hydrogen. If it is hydrogen, it is formaldehyde. If it is CH3, it is acetaldehyde. And if it is ethyl, it is propanaldehyde. Second one, which is type, is aromatic aldehyde. Now what is aromatic? There is an aromatic ring. Aromatic ring with this, as I told you, R. Here R is there. Here R is an aryl group. So hydrogen we have seen, alkyl groups we have seen, but here there is a benzene ring which is there. So how is the structure? This is C6H5. Why is C6H5? Why C6H5? Why it is C6H5? The reason is here there are 6 carbons and there is one hydrogen less, because this hydrogen, in this place of this hydrogen, this is a linkage, this is carbonyl linkage. What is this carbonyl linkage? Hydrogen, carbon, and oxygen. So the divalent oxygen is here shifting, attaching to this carbon, and here there is hydrogen. The fourth valence is linked to the benzene ring. And that's why we call this compound as benzaldehyde. So an aldehyde linked with the benzene is known as benzaldehyde. If you see the next compound, that is salicyl, that is salicylaldehydes. If you see salicylaldehydes, it's a benzaldehyde with hydroxyl group attached at ortho position. So it is known as salicylic aldehyde. The third one is a para-substituted product, a benzaldehyde. This much is benzaldehyde. But here is a nitro group, and this nitro group is at para position considering opposite to this. So this is ortho, this is meta, and this is para, and that's why it is known as p-nitrobenzaldehyde. So this is para-nitrobenzaldehyde, that is para-nitrobenzaldehyde. So this is the second classification of aldehydes. So aldehydes are classified as aliphatic, that is open chain, and aromatic, that is a benzene ring. So benzaldehyde, salicylic aldehyde, and para-nitrobenzaldehyde. The next classification is of ketones. Now ketones, what is the difference between ketone and aldehyde? In ketones, there is R C double bond O. In aldehyde also there is R C double bond O. But in ketones, there is no hydrogen, but in place of hydrogen, there is a alkyl group. Now this R and R dash, both are alkyl groups. Both can be aryl groups also. These alkyl groups can be same or different, and that's why they are mentioned as R and R dash. So aliphatic ketones, these are aliphatic ketones. The carbonyl group, this is a carbonyl group, is attached to two same or different alkyl groups are called as aliphatic ketones. So here in this case, when I say aliphatic ketones, means these R and R dash are nothing but same or different alkyl groups, and that's why they are called as aliphatic ketones. Now these aliphatic ketones are further classified into two types. These aliphatic ketones are further classified into two types. First is simple. The other word for simple is symmetrical. From the word symmetrical itself, we know that symmetrical means both this R and R dash are same. They are identical. And that's why we should know the terms. What do you mean by simple? Simple and symmetrical means same. So it's a simple and symmetrical ketone. What is the simple and symmetrical? The identical alkyl groups or a same alkyl groups is attached to carbonyl carbon is called a simple ketone. So here this is a carbonyl carbon where it has got two simple or two symmetrical or two identical substituents or alkyl groups. So here is a methyl, here is a methyl. So the name is simple, that common name is dimethyl ketone. Why dimethyl? One methyl here, another methyl here, and that's why dimethyl ketone. Commonly, we call this compound as acetone. In common language, we call it as acetone. So acetone and dimethyl ketone is one and the same. Commonly name, and this is common nomenclature. IUPAC nomenclature will differ. Your nomenclature we will study again in detail when we are studying the IUPAC nomenclature of all these compounds, aldehydes, ketones, and carboxylic acid. The second example, if you see here it is C2H5, means this is ethyl. Here also it is C2H5. So in this both the case they are symmetrical, they are same, and that's why they are identical, ethyl, and that's why the name of this compound is diethyl ketone. So what do you mean by simple or symmetrical ketones? Both the substituents, both the alkyl substituents are same or symmetrical. These compounds are called as simple ketones or symmetrical ketones. For example, dimethyl ketone, commonly known as acetone. Also there is diethyl ketone, which is here. The next classification of ketone is, that is under aliphatic ketones, is mixed ketone. The mixed means two different compounds, two different alkyl groups. So mixed is also called as unsymmetrical, which is not symmetry, it is known as unsymmetrical. Mixed. So both the substituents are different. So different alkyl groups is attached to carbonyl group is called as mixed ketone. Here there are two substituents, one is methyl, one is ethyl. So we call it as ethyl methyl ketone. Why we don't call methyl ethyl ketone? No doubt methyl is smaller. But when we are saying nomenclature, we call it as alphabetically. Ethyl, E comes first and then comes methyl. And that's why we call it as ethyl methyl ketone. This is the example of mixed ketone. The next is ethyl, and here it is propyl. CH2, CH2, CH3. This could be also C3H7. This could be C2H5, it is there. It could be CH3, CH2, CH3 also. So either it can be in extended form or a condensed form. But here there is a carbonyl group which is a ketonic group. Why? Because this is R and this is R dash. R dash is different. So both the substituents, both the alkyl groups are different, and that's why it's called as mixed ketone or unsymmetrical ketone. And name of this ketone is ethyl N-propyl ketone. Ethyl N-propyl ketone. So I hope you have understood what do by aldehydes, what do by ketones, what are the classification of ketone on the basis of aliphatic ketones. There are two types: simple ketones, also known as symmetrical ketones, and second is mixed ketones, also known as unsymmetrical ketones. So we finish with aliphatic ketones. Now let us see what is aromatic ketone. The compound in which the carbonyl group, what is the carbonyl group? C double bond O, is attached to either two aryl groups. Two aryl groups means these are benzene and this is also benzene. So benzene is also known as C6H5, that we call it as phenyl. And then since there are two phenyl groups, we call it also diphenyl ketone because it's a ketone linkage. But this is known as benzophenone. Benzophenone. If here was CS3, we could have called it acetophenone, which is here, acetophenone. So this is, both the groups are aryl groups. So compound in which the carbonyl group is attached to either two aryl groups, which is here, or one aryl and one alkyl group is called as aromatic ketone. So these two, both the examples are aromatic ketones. Why? Because there is an aromatic ring here. So it is benzophenone because there are two aromatic rings. But in this case, there is one aryl and one alkyl group. And that's why it is called as acetophenone. So it is also known as methyl phenyl ketone. Methyl phenyl ketone. Methyl is here, phenyl is here, ketone. Now this is one phenyl, this is another second phenyl, that's why we call it as diphenyl. And this is a ketonic group. So this is what you should know. This is aromatic ketone. Now here there are few structures of aldehydes and ketones which are here. This is known as benzaldehyde. What is benzaldehyde? Is an aldehydic group. So it is also known as bitter almond flavor. This is having a flavor that is benzaldehyde. They are having good flavor, so it is known as bitter almond flavor. Here this is vanillium, so it has got vanilla flavor. Well, now what is vanillium? It is a benzaldehyde here. This, if you see, this is benzaldehyde. Here there is acetophenone, aceto group. So it is also a part of acid and is also having a hydroxyl group. So it has got aldehydic group, it has got ketonic group and also an hydroxyl group. So there are three functional groups if you go to see. But the name of this compound is vanillium. Also has a vanilla. Vanilla, you know what is vanilla? Vanilla ice cream, vanilla, so many flavors are there. Now here if you see, this is a benzene ring where there is CH, double bond CH. So I can say this is an alkene group. Double bond is there, alkene. And here it is CHO. I can say this is a aldehydic group. So what is this? Cinnamon aldehyde. So cinnamon aldehyde, it is a cinnamon flavor. You know what is cinnamon, right? Cinnamon is there. Cinnamon here. Now here there is a camphor. Camphor. What are this? Now C double bond O. This is a carbonyl group. CH2, CH. There is a linkage here again CH. There is a C only because this carbon is substituted by say CH3, CH3 here. There is this carbon, tetravalent carbon is there. Again here there is a tetravalent, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it is CH2, here there is CH2, here there is again tetravalent, and here there is a methyl. So this is camphor. Camphor fragrance, you know what is camphor? Kapurvadi. In Marathi we say camphor, which burns, people we use during worship. So this is camphor, right? So this is the structure of camphor and which gives a camphor phenolic type fragrance. The next, we finished with aldehydes, we finished with ketones, and the next which we are going to study is classification of carboxylic acid. Now, in the earlier slides, we have studied what is aldehyde, what is ketone. Now, if you see in this structure, concentrate on this structure. Here is R, can be alkyl group, can be aryl group. Here it is carbonyl carbon, carbon linked with divalent oxygen. And here in case of aldehyde, R dash position can be hydrogen. In case of ketone, this R dash position can be aryl group or alkyl group. But in case of acid, R is here. This R can also have hydrogen in case of aldehydes, and also can have, in case of acids, this hydrogen can be there where it is known as formic acid. But this R dash position will be OH, that is hydroxyl group. Now, if you go study much better in the next slide, that is classification of carboxylic acid. Understand this structure very well. Aldehydes, ketones, and carboxylic acids. Now, aliphatic carboxylic acid. First, understand what is the general formula of carboxylic acid. The general formula of carboxylic acid, if you see here, is R C double bond O OH. So it has a carbonyl group connected or bonded with hydroxyl group. That is the general form or general formula of carboxylic acid. So we write the general formula of carboxylic acid is RCOOH. The organic compound in which the carboxylic group, that is COH, is attached to an alkyl group is called as aliphatic carboxylic acid, or also called as fatty acids. I'll explain you what is fatty acids. Except formic acid in which there is, in formic acid there is only hydrogen here. So in case of formic acid there is R. In this position, hydrogen is linked. So except for formic acid in which COH group is not attached to an alkyl group. Not attached to an alkyl group means here, in this case, here R is there. When we say R is linked, R can be H or alkyl group or aryl group. Here R, in case of formic acid, R is H. So the formic acid formula is HCOOH. It is known as formic acid. If this instead of CH3, if there is hydrogen, it is formic acid. Now in this CH3, instead of this CH3, that is methyl group, if there is hydrogen, it is formic acid. Now here it is methyl group, is R, here this is R. R, in this case, it is methyl group, and that's why it is called as acetic acid. Now in this case, R is this, but this R is CH2CH3. CH2CH3 is nothing but ethyl. So what is this? How many carbon atoms are there? 1, 2, and 3. So there are 3 carbon atoms. When there are 3 carbon atoms, we say propane. But there is a carboxylic linkage here. Carboxylic group is there, acidic group, and that's why it is known as propionic acid. Propionic means because there are 3 carbons, and 3 carbons means propane with a functional group of an acid, and that's why it is called as propionic acid. Now this aliphatic carboxylic acid is further classified as mono, di, tri carboxylic acid. Mono means 1, di means 2, tri means 3 carboxylic acid on the basis of the number of the carboxylic group. Now this aliphatic carboxylic acids are classified as mono, di, tricarboxylic acid on the basis of number of not alkyl groups but carboxylic groups, COH group. Now, if you see in this, the number of the carboxyl present in their molecules are here 1, here there are 2, and here there are 1, 2, and 3. Now, what is this? First, propionic acid. Why propionic acid? There is one carbon, second carbon, and third carbon. If you go to see this and this are same, but there is only one carbonic group, and that's why it is known as propionic acid. We call it as alpha monocarboxylic acid. What do we call it as? Alpha. So this alpha, this carboxylic, mono is one. So alpha monocarboxylic acid. Mono we have used because there is only one carboxylic group attached to this ethyl group, and that's why it is called as alpha monocarboxylic acid. If you see here C double bond OH, C double bond OH. So this is the general form of oxalic acid. If you see here this oxalic acid, if you why it is general form, you see now C, right? See the valences C double bond OH, double bond OH. So valence of this carbon is 1, 2, 3, 4. So valence is there. So this is oxalic acid. It looks as if the valence of these two carbons is not satisfied, but it is satisfied. How? C, carbon, carbon. Now this carbon, these are linked to inner, so one bond is formed here. Now three valences of this carbon has to be satisfied. This oxygen, if I put double bond here, the oxygen is there, right? So how many valences of this carbon is satisfied? 1, 2, 3. How many are left? 1. That is OH. So bond is here and this is OH. So likewise, also for this carbon, the valences are satisfied, and that's why this is the structure of oxalic acid. It is known as alpha. If you see the position, the very next is alpha. Alpha dicarboxylic acid. Why dicarbon? Because there are two carboxylic groups. So there is alpha dicarboxylic acid group. Here it is. If you see, here it is CH2, C double bond OH. Here is a carbon, COH. So there are three carboxylic groups where there it has got CH2, C, and CH. There are three. That is propane. And here there is a hydroxyl group. So the name of this structure is commonly we call it as citric acid. We call it oxalic acid. This we call it as propionic acid. Now alpha tricarboxylic acid, alpha. Now if you go to see, this is a major carbon atom because this is a hydroxyl group and hydroxyl group is there. So it is acid because there are three. With regard to this, this is also alpha. With regard to this, this is also. So these are two alpha carbon. So alpha tricarboxylic acid. Alpha tricarboxylic acid. So these are the different classification of aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acid. Next we go to aromatic carboxylic acid. Now what is this aromatic? Now we have seen this is aliphatic, open system. Now we'll go to the next, that is aromatic carboxylic acid. What is aromatic? Aromatic, as I told you earlier, a benzene ring is there. Benzene ring means it is C6H6. Here again, in this benzoic acid, if you see, there is 6 carbon atoms. One hydrogen is been substituted by carboxylic group here. And that's why it is known as benzoic acid. Now, what is aromatic carboxylic acid? The compounds in which one or more carboxylic acids are directly attached to aromatic ring. Now, this is an aromatic ring. Benzene ring is also known as aromatic. Why? Because they follow the property of aromaticity. And that's why it is known as aromatic ring. High resonance is there. Good. Very nice resonance. Alternate double bond and single bond. Also known as a conjugated system. Different terms we can say for this aromatic ring or to understand what is aromaticity. Now this aromatic ring is there. And on this, there could be 1 or 2 or maybe 3 also. 1 or more. That's why we say 1 or more. So in this case it is 1. In this case it is 2. In this case again it is 1 only. That is there. So 1 or 2 or maybe 3 also. Carboxylic group attached to this benzene ring, aromatic ring. So compounds in which one or more carboxylic acids are directly attached to aromatic ring are called as aromatic carboxylic acid. Now here in benzoic acid, this is there. What is this? This is a benzene ring and there is only one carboxylic group and that's why we call it as benzoic acid. Now in this case, there is benzene ring. Now if it is only one carboxylic group, it could have called as benzoic acid. But very next, could be here on this carbon or this carbon. We call this as ortho position. What we call it as ortho. If you consider this one, this is ortho, this is ortho. So it could be this carboxylic group could be here or maybe here also. The next position is meta and one there is para. Excuse me. So here there is a carboxylic group which is at ortho position and that's why it is known as phthalic acid. Adjacent carbonate, here or here. If the same carboxylic group was here, it would have been the same phthalic acid. So benzoic acid, any one carbon atom. Phthalic acid, 2 carboxylic acid. And the third one is aspirin. Aspirin is a medicine which is given. Aspirin also has aspirin substitute. In chemistry in everyday life, we are going to study this medicine that is known as aspirin, ecosporin. Now, these are the medicines is given to a patient having a cardiac problem in order to make his blood more thin. पातळ होण्यासाठी रक्त पातळ होण्यासाठी या ॲस्पिरिन किंवा इकोस्पोरिन ही गोळी दिली जाते and it's also known as life saving drug, very cheap, easily available. All the medical shops have this medicine and it is known as life saving drug because when you are having a cardiac problem and your arteries are blocked, the thick blood or normal blood does not pass through it easily. There is little blockage and that's why in order to make the blood thin, पतला करने के लिए ये मेडिसिन दिया जाता है, उसका नाम है एस्पिरिन. It is also known as acetyl salicylic acid. Acetyl salicylic acid. Now here if you see acetyl group is there, CH3 C double bond O. And if you remove this benzene ring and just see this, concentrate on this CH3 C double bond on H. It is something like this, that is acetic acid, which is here. Which is here, acetic acid, CH3 C double bond OH. The other way it has been written, and that is acetic group. If you see here, this is an acetic acid, and hydrogen is removed, and to this hydrogen, oxygen, that is C double bond O, bond oxygen, bond ring. So there are 2 hydrogen layers. If you see, there are 6 carbons, but the hydrogens are only 4. 1 here, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is C6H4, OC double bond OCH3, COOH. The carboxylic group is there and it is known as acetyl salicylic acid. Salicylic acid. Now here, important thing is side chain aromatic acid. Side chain. Here it is a side chain. Aromatic acid. Here, if you have seen, the carboxylic group is directly attached to the aromatic ring. Here also, and here also. So here you have got 1 carboxylic acid. Here there are 2 carboxylic group. And here there is again 1 carboxylic group directly attached to the aromatic ring. But here it is side chain. What is your side chain? This is an aromatic ring. And to this aromatic ring, there is an alkyl group, which is here, CH2. And to this alkyl group, there is a carboxylic group attached. And that's why we called it as, this becomes the side chain of this benzene ring. And that's why we called it as side chain aromatic acid. Now, the carboxylic acid is present on side chain of aromatic ring, which is here. So this is the phenyl ring, and this is the acetic acid. So it is known as phenyl acetic acid. So how this is formed, acetic acid? Don't think that this phenyl ring is not there. Now there are carbon and 2 hydrogens. And here there is a bond. So how many valence, what will be the valence of this carbon? 2 and 1, that is CH2 single bond, 3. The valence of this carbon will be 3 only. But the valence of carbon has to be 4. And that's why in order to valence it to be 4, it has to be CH3. But here one of the hydrogen is being substituted by a phenyl ring. If you see, one of the hydrogen of this CH2 is being, that is CH3, is being substituted by a phenyl ring. And that's why it is known as phenyl acetic acid. They are widely distributed in nature, like plants, animals. Okay, that is, for example, lactic acid in curd. Now, if you see here, lactic bacillus. This is bacillus is basically, I would say, is a disease, and whenever a person is suffering from dehydration means loose motions and all, he is told to use, that is, curd. Why? Because there is a lot of loss in that, and that's why lactic acid in curd helps a person to regain whatever is lost in a dehydration process. And that's why lactic acid is present in curd. Then citric acid is present in lemon. Lemon means our lime, right? Then acetic acid is present in vinegar. Vinegar, we know we can prepare. There are two, three types of vinegars. If you see, one is apple vinegar, one is synthetic vinegar, and one is a vinegar made from a fruit. That is again a apple vinegar, I would say, or a sugarcane vinegar, any vinegar which is there, which is been prepared. So here there is. Now I think we will stop here, and next lecture we will start with nomenclature of aldehydes, ketones, and carboxylic acids. Now, my dear friends, I would like to my dear friends, I would like to tell you that you have got lot of time to study, and you got lot of time to study. So try to make maximum use of study, maximum use of this time, and be safe at home, and take care of yourself. Do a lot of writing, homework, and feel comfortable at home. Definitely, you are all comfortable at home, and try to be good. So, wish you a happy stay home, and be safe at home. Thank you, and God bless. See you again, and thank you, all of you. Wish you a